Welcome back to What Are Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the SU-100. It's the Tier 6 Soviet tank destroyer, and it's located on the east spawn of Airfield. And it's under the command of Zatar Bushev, and I believe he is a member of What Are Noobs. And I must apologise to him because he sent me this replay last month. In fact, actually, I think he sent it to me in June, and I didn't get around to doing the video until just now. But I think you're going to enjoy this battle a great deal. Oh, and look at that pandemonium, that traffic jam. Some people need to learn to drive better. Well, I can see that Zatar has a star on his barrel, and that's because he has played the SU-100 quite a lot. The Soviets used to call the SU-100 Pizdet Simu. That means the end to effing anything, using a swear word of course, because this gun could take out just about any armour that the Germans could muster. And he's moved into a firing position, and an enemy tank has turned up. It's an M5A1, and since he's a tier 6 tank destroyer, this is a tier 6 game. Okay. Looks like an SU-85. Oh, he's just too late to hit him. Just too late. And he's been joined by a Hetzer who's trying to squeeze into the same bush. No, I think the Hetzer, yeah. And there's the target. It's an M6. 381 hit points. And he was seen, so I'll have to pull back because there is enemy RT. It's a Fifi. And he could get hit by a Fifi, and that he doesn't want to do that. We've got a Panzer IV-H spotting for us up there. Oh, there's that SU-85, and he ricochets off the fuel tanks at the back. Would you believe that? The fuel tanks ricocheted that 100mm round. Panzer IV-H appears to be pushing his luck, that being that close. We've got a KV-2 moving up to derp. I'm not sure if the Panzer IV-H is a derp one as well. I think he is. The 10.5cm gun. But he just took a massive hit there, that Panzer IV-H. And he's pulling back because he's very unhappy. Trying to wait for a target to come into view. KV-2's pulling back because he's reloading. And I think he sees there's an OI experimental. And the M6 has gone to the other side. So there's nobody guarding this side at the moment except Zatar. And I do hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Excuse me if I get it wrong. And the KV-2 is chancing his luck. That OI is nearby. Oh, well, he managed to get a hit into the M6 and takes him out of the game. It's 3 versus 6. The enemy's actually doing quite well at the moment. They're 3 tanks up. And mostly they're doing well because they've actually managed to get into this end of the map. On the south side of the map. So although we may be holding the enemy this side, if things continue like this, Zatar's going to have to change position and try and assist the tanks on the south end. Well, he can get a shot there on the OI. He's dialing in. He has to fire early, but he gets a shot into the turret of the OI. 377. And the KV-2 finishes off the OI experimental, so that's one less problem we have to worry about. But the differential is now 5 tanks. Unfortunately, we're hemorrhaging tanks on the other side of the map. And Zatar's going to have to do something about it. He's also got a mission to do to cause 2,000 hit points of damage at a distance of more than 250 hit points. He's got 758 already. He's also got to destroy 3 enemy vehicles. And the differential is now 7 tanks, 8 tanks, or is it? No, 7 tanks. It's now 5 tanks. We've got some back. There's an Skoda T25, and he finishes him off with 1 shot. 109 hit points. So it's his first kill on the board. He needs 2 more to complete the mission, plus more damage. And he's moving forward Oh, its differential is now 5 tanks. And there's an AMX-40, the duck tank, getting into a position to shoot him. Can he make him quack? Oh, well, he tracked him. The tracks absorbed that shot. He's been spotted though. And he needs to watch out for that enemy RT, the BP, the 105 FH-18B2. Because if that fires at him, he'll know about it. There's an SU-85 off to the right. Can we see him? Yes, we can. Dialing in. Oh, now he's the only one left alive. And he takes out the SU-85. Oh my god. At one point he was 7 tanks down against 7. Now he's back against 6. And he finishes off the IKV-65. Now it's against 5 tanks. But now he's going to receive the full attention of that RT, the 105 FH-18B2. Once every 8 seconds that RT will fire. There's a Matilda. Finishes him off. 1 shot. 233 hit points. So that's his 4th kill. He's fulfilled the conditions, but he's just got hit by Panzer 3J. He's got the high caliber. He's running away from the Panzer 3J. He needs to get to a new position. He's being followed. Getting up onto the heights. You can see he got shot in the rear. Trying to look for the other hit points. Nope. Okay, he's going to overlook the cap. See if he can spot the enemy from here and take them out. The one good thing about that 100mm, as you saw with the Matilda, it can literally devastate a tank with 1 shot. It took out the SU-85 1 shot. It took out the AMX, took out the IKV with 1 shot, and the Matilda. It's a fantastic gun, it really is. Okay, Panzer 3J. Can he get it with 1 shot? Yes, he can! 310 hit points. Now it's 1 against 3. And the BP fires him, but too late. Missed the chance. And he's backing down the slope. He's turning around. And BP fires again, but this time round it lands somewhere else. That's the thing about the 105 FH-18B2. It can fire so quickly and zero in on the target. You don't want to knock anything down because it will give away your position and the RT player will dial in on you and kill you. But Zatar Busheb has now got 3 tanks to destroy, including that BP. One of them's an Electo, the other's an A20, and then the BP. The BP's got 4 kills already, so he's a good player. Say the Electo and the A20 should be able to wipe out with just 1 shot. Regardless of how much damage they already have, it's so effective, that gun, that he could take them down 1 shot only. He's having a look. They can't see him. He tried to do as little damage as possible as he was moving between the houses so that the RT wouldn't spot him. Can't see anyone yet. The Electo was last seen on top of Temple Mount, which is where he's looking right now. I call it Temple Mount because you see those columns. They look like a Greek or Roman temple. Now he thinks that the enemy might be somewhere on that hill. It'll either be the Electo or it will be the A20. He's going to move forward anyway. He's going to go hunting. He's still got most of his hit points. Did lose some to the Fifi. 62 to the Panzer 3J. Now the Electo is a British tank destroyer, tier 4 if I recall. And there's the Electo. Yes, in fact actually it's not just the Electo, the enemy RT's there too. They're both there. Oh my god, he's got both together. Now this is going to be fun. And did we spot the A20? It looks like the A20 might be at the back of the map. Yes, I think he's in the spawn point. Okay, right, now who's going to come first? He's trying to get into a position where he can take both out. They're both hiding behind that rock. If he can poke round the corner, he can wipe out one of them. Oh my god! The Fifi was on his side! And the Electo was trying heroically to try and right him. And he's on his side too! Or was it the other way round? The Electo was on his side. And the Fifi, they both wiped out. Would you believe that? Oh, it's so sad. They couldn't put up a fight. But if he can kill the A20, this is not only a Radley Walters medal for Zatar Busheb, he's also going to get the Kolobanov. Oh, this is exciting. If the A20 is still in the cap area, he's going to come up round the corner, look down upon the cap and take his victory. Where is he? Must be close. There he is. Oh, he's hiding. He hasn't got a gun that can damage him. Oh, and he puts a fire on him, destroys him, and wins the game. Unfortunately, the A20 had the wrong gun. He couldn't penetrate the armor of the SU-100, and so he really wasn't going to win this game at all. And here's the results. It's an ace tanker for Zatar Busheb in the SU-100. He also picked up a bruised medal for getting at least 5 critical hits, crew incapacitations or module damage. He got 6. He got an arsonist when he set fire to the A20 right at the end and he blew up with his one shot in, because the one shot wasn't enough to wipe the A20 out, but it did hit the engine bay and set him on fire and he burned to death. He got a duelist medal for taking down 2 enemies that did damage to him during the battle, a 5 for effect for dealing more damage than the hit points of his own vehicle, and here's the important ones. He got the medal that everyone would like to get, the Kolobanov medal. He stood alone against more than 5 enemies. In fact, he stood alone against 7 enemies and succeeded. And he did so not by capping out, but by fighting all of them and winning. Admittedly, 2 of them were on their side, but they weren't on their side for all of the time during that battle. It looks to me like the Electo managed to flip himself over, and our friend in the Fifi, the 105 LFH 18B2, tried to right him, and unfortunately he flipped over as well. He also picked up the Radley Walters medal. He managed to kill 8 of the enemy. In fact, it was 8 exactly, which is more than half of the enemy team. He picked up a high caliber for dealing the most damage, and lastly he got a top gun for getting at least 6 kills. This is a really epic battle for the SU-100, so well done, congratulations Zatar. Fantastic piece of work there. And let's have a look at team score. Well, he did 2,659 hit points of damage in that battle. He managed to get 8 kills, which is 4 times the highest score on the rest of his team. The KV-2 and the Panzer IV-H only managed 2 kills apiece between them. He managed 8. In fact, there was only 6 members of his team that actually managed to get kills. 5 others, and of course Zatar. But when it came to kills, actually the highest scorer on the enemy team was the Fifi, and he managed to get 1,919 hit points of damage of 4 kills, and his XP was 528. But Zatar was right at the top of the table, 1,310 experience points. That's more than double. In fact, nearly 2.5 times the XP of the next highest player, the Panzer IV-H. So a fantastic round there. Let's have a look at detail report. He only fired 13 rounds during that battle. Only 13! He got hits, direct hits of only 12. He got penetrations on 10. He did damage of 2,659 hit points, of which 626 are at more than 300 meters. He received 2 hits during that battle. Both of them were penetrations. He received 1 hit as a result of splash damage, and that came from the Fifi. He spotted 2 enemy vehicles, which of course was the Electo and of course the Fifi. And he damaged 11 of the enemy, killed 8 of them. He did damage assistance of 538 hit points. He managed to get 6 capture points because he was in the cap when he destroyed the A20. It was a really fantastic round. Let's have a look at the points. He received 32,465 credits. His after repair, which only cost 922, and ammunition resupply, which was 13,325, and consumables of 3,000, he took away 15,218 credits. He received 1,310 XP, times 2 for the first victory of the day, meant he took away 2,620 experience points altogether. But this was a really, really epic battle. As he said, most epic battle, SU-100, Kolobanov and Radley's. And it really was a worthwhile battle to see. And it was so sad those 2 tanks were turned over and that he had to kill basically tanks that couldn't fire back. But that's the way it goes in this battle. If you are unlucky enough to flip yourself over and the enemy finds you, they can then harvest your hit points. And in this battle, the fact is that Zatar was outnumbered 7-1 and he prevailed. He won. He managed to win for his team. He carried his team on his back and he won for them. So congratulations, Zatar. It was a fantastic battle, and I do apologise for getting this replay in June and for not getting around to actually producing the video until August. I do apologise for that, but I'm so pleased you sent this replay to me so I could actually turn it into a video for you, and I hope that everyone enjoys it. If you did enjoy it, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it'll be your replay that I'll be featuring in the next video.